I was too harsh in my recent videos in criticizing the way EverQuest is run, and I apologize for it. I went too far. In the heat of the moment, I was getting very upset with the problems I saw. I felt that DPS racing and chrono farmers were ruining the experience for many playing the game. But I've had time, I've cooled off, and now I think there's a better way to handle the negative behavior plaguing servers while at the same time being realistic to implement, something you can actually do. What's the problem we're seeing? When high value named like the Ancient Cyclops spawn, nothing good happens. Everyone wants J-boots, so it turns into an all-out DPS race where most people finish pissed off. Then there's certain individuals who monopolize quest mobs in exchange for real money. Finnegal, Kazzle, Begurgle, etc. Every new year, you gotta pay ransom money to get your epic. It's that bad for many classes. These antisocial behaviors are a big problem in the EverQuest community. They ruin the game for many people. Many people quit prematurely because of it. And I think the first step is to recognize the root problem. What makes people kill steal, and why are these chrono farmers able to monopolize so hard? One word: scarcity. If only one Finny spawns every 24 hours and 300 players need it for their epic, player conflict is all but guaranteed. Scarcity is a problem you fixed before Daybreak and a problem you should fix again. For instance, Fox only spawned once a week. Fox is a bottleneck for several epics, so you used to have many guilds duking it out nasty ways to secure that raid kill. And the developers, they fixed the scarcity problem by making instance raids. Players weren't forced to fight each other anymore. And that fix created the best feature of TLP servers. Scarcity no longer stopped you from killing Vox, skill did, and that was a huge improvement for the game. Instance raids made the game much more accessible for people to play. But while many epics were made easier with instance raids, there's still many steps you have to do in open world, or the 7-day instance lockouts. They're so long that people still try for open world targets. And these open world mobs are so scarce that certain chrono farmer crews are able to monopolize them for money. Every year in the forums, you get many classes complain that they can't do their epics because some botter is holding a mob hostage and won't ever leave the camp. In the past, I suggested you should hire GMs to enforce kind player behavior, but I was wrong. GMs cost money that's probably not in the budget, and GMs don't stop people from being toxic. GMs don't solve the root problem: scarcity. Don't hire GMs. Don't ban the botters, it won't fix the problem. Botters always find a way around the rules. Solve the scarcity problem by lowering the spawn timers and or eliminating placeholders entirely. Finny shouldn't respawn every 10 to 12 hours. It should respawn every 10 to 12 minutes. Same goes for every bottleneck quest mob needed for epics 1.0 to 2.0, keys, and highly done quests. I'm going to make a forum post in conjunction with this video. I'll link it in the comments and description. In the forums, I implore the EverQuest community to make a list of bottlenecks where scarcity is a problem, so the developers know what needs to be fixed. All of these quest mobs cause player conflict in one form or another due to how limited they are, and I would bet if the scarcity was lowered, it would benefit you twofold, Daybreak. It reduced the strain on customer service, and players would be more likely to continue their subscriptions instead of canceling them early like you usually see after dealing with these problems. It would benefit you financially. And I suggest to experiment with this. Try it out on the next servers you release. Test if this works in reality, not just hypothetically. And I can really see it helping TLP servers, where you have 1 to 2 months to get critical clickies, keys, and full gear. It's one heck of a time crunch with the old long spawn timers we got. Scarcity and short expansions force player conflict, and that player conflict hurts the game and hurts your income. In the worst case scenario, if this cannot be done, please let the EverQuest community know so we feel like we're being heard. Let's work something out together to fix this problem for everyone.